Every city in the world is welcome to celebrate World Refugee Day in whatever fashion that we volunteers can muster up. This is Chicago's World Refugee Day. Today and then Saturday up at Foster Soccer Fields. Come join us there as well.
My name is Yasin Arfat, and I am a Rohingya from Myanmar. Today, I stand before you as a refugee.
Refugees are not a problem to be solved. They are people with names, with families, with dreams, who are forced to leave everything behind, and who are still here, still standing, still building a life.
Affirming Chicago's identity as a welcoming city, not only in name or in spirit, but also in policy and in practice.
On World Refugee Day, I am reminded of my own journey. 10 years ago, I arrived in the United States fleeing persecution as a member of the gay community from Nigeria.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this important day. Your presence here is more than symbolic. It is an expression of solidarity, compassion, and collective strength. My name is Shannon Ericson, and I have the honor of serving as the Illinois State Refugee Coordinator. For more than a decade, I've walked alongside refugee families as they rebuild their lives, first as a case manager greeting new arrivals at O'Hare, and now in this statewide role supporting a remarkable network of agencies and partners. This work continues to shape who I am and what I believe about community, justice, and human dignity. This year's theme for World Refugee Day, Solidarity with Refugees, is not abstract. It is lived daily by the very people we are here to honor. Around the world, more than 120 million people are displaced, a number so large it's easy to lose sight of the individuals behind it. But every refugee story begins with a profound act of courage, the decision to leave home to protect one's family, to carry memories, skills, traditions, and identity into the unknown, to rebuild, not once, but again and again. Yet solidarity reminds us of a deeper truth. Refugees do not rebuild alone. The refugee community in Illinois is extraordinary. Their strength is not only in their resilience, though that resilience is undeniable, but in their generosity, leadership, and vision for the future. Refugees shape the cultural, economic, and social fabric of neighborhoods across our state. They are teachers, healthcare workers, engineers, caregivers, entrepreneurs, artists, and community organizers. They are volunteers supporting new arrivals, parents advocating in schools, and youth leading with creativity and conviction. Their contributions are not separate from Illinois' story. They are Illinois' story. Over the past year, a year marked by national policy setbacks, fear, and sudden changes to critical protections, refugee communities demonstrated extraordinary leadership. When resettlement was suspended last year and thousands of journeys were halted or thrown into uncertainty, agencies across the state moved swiftly, welcoming more than 1,000 refugees in the final weeks before the suspension took effect. But it was not only the agencies that responded. Refugees themselves lifted each other up. They organized mutual aid networks. They translated urgent information into dozens of languages. They opened their homes, shared food, offered transportation, and helped newcomers navigate systems they may have only recently learned themselves. They reminded all of us what solidarity truly looks like. In refugee communities, solidarity is not an event. It is a way of life. It is the Central African elder who guides newly arrived families through their first winter. It is the Afghan social service provider who learns immigration practice so he can support his community in gaining permanent residency and citizenship. It is the Senegalese entrepreneur hiring newcomers because he remembers exactly what that first opportunity meant. It is the Ukrainian teenager tutoring her classmates in math after school. It is the Rohingya community leader driving across the city to help a new arrival fill out a medical form. It is the Venezuelan father who, after weeks of uncertainty, still shows up every morning determined to contribute. These are not small acts. Taken together, they form the backbone of what makes Illinois not just a welcoming state, but a state built on the belief that every person deserves safety, compassion, and a chance to thrive. And the state of Illinois is deeply committed to upholding that promise. Through the Illinois Welcoming Centers and Immigrant Family Resource Program, through legal and community navigation supports like the Family Support Network, the Immigration Legal Support Program, Access to Justice, and through longstanding initiatives such as the New Americans Initiative and the Illinois Refugee Support Services Program's multilingual, trauma-informed services, our state invests in a holistic network designed to help refugees access benefits, legal protections, education, employment pathways, mental health care, and community belonging. Illinois is also engaged in shaping the future resettlement at the national level, participating in conversations about emerging state-centered refugee resettlement models and preparing proactively for potential federal refugee revetting processes. These efforts reflect our belief that solidarity must be built into our systems, not just our words. As state refugee coordinator, it is one of the greatest honors of my career to learn from the refugee community, from your courage, your leadership, your humor, your traditions, your insistence on hope, even in the face of profound loss. You remind us that solidarity is a reciprocal relationship. Refugees enrich and strengthen Illinois, just as Illinois strives to support and protect refugees. Today, on World Refugee Day, I urge all of us to carry forward the spirit of solidarity, not only in moments of crisis, not only when policies shift or headlines demand attention, but every day, in every community. Let us listen to refugee voices and follow their leadership. Let us amplify their successes and fight alongside them for policies that honor their humanity. Let us ensure that every newcomer who arrives in Illinois knows that not only they are safe, but that they are valued as neighbors, partners, and co-creators of our shared future. Illinois has long been a place of welcome, even in the hardest times. And that is because of each of you, agencies, partners, volunteers, leaders. But it is also profoundly because of the refugee community itself, a community that embodies strength, dignity, and an unwavering belief in possibility. We stand with you, we stand beside you, and we stand because of you. Thank you.